Okay, today's video is not about having fun or enjoying ourselves or having upbeat live comms. Today, we're getting serious, and I'm going to answer some questions that I constantly get asked, and I am tired of seeing. Actually, I'm really tired of having to type up a good response every single time, whereas I might as well just make a whole video just talking about it. Okay, so the things are two things. So first off, yesterday I made a video about my controller settings and stuff, and I answered a lot of people's questions there, but then I prompted a few more. One is, why would you pay for a Scuff and/or Elite if you aren't going to use the paddles? Okay, so this one's easy. I play Claw. In that video yesterday, you saw me. I keep my index finger on top of my buttons at all times, and I'm a weirdo, and that's how I play, all the time. So, I don't need paddles because I can hit all the buttons with my index finger. And I like the colors of the Scuff and the custom colors. Both controllers, the Scuff and the Elite, are a better build than the regular Microsoft controller. Therefore, I wanted a nicer controller, and I like the fact that I can have my Scuff in any color I want. And my Elite broke for no reason, basically, so I got a Scuff instead of an Elite. Alright, so there's all the answers there. Okay? I got a few condescending comments of people saying, like, I can't just go buy a new controller every time I want. And that's not, it's not the way it is for me, alright? It's not like I just have a ton of money to just spend on controllers and all sorts of stuff. So, because somebody actually said I'm not a gamer who can just go buy a new controller every time I want something. That's like, that's not the way it is. Alright, secondly, and more importantly, this question gets asked so much, and I want to lay this to rest here. Why do I spin my reticle in a circle when I play? Alright, I get asked this so often. Hold on, let me see if I can get an overkill here. Nope, I choked. Alright. Alright, so you see me do this right here. Right here. You see me do this thing. People be like, stop spinning your damn reticle in a circle, or why do you do that? Why do you spin your reticle in a circle? Why? Stop it. Cut it out. I've seen people straight up be like, stop. And okay, so the reason why, alright, it's not some, I don't know. A lot of people think like, oh, you think that makes you better. Like, no, I don't think it makes you better. Okay, it's referred to as the Ogre Twitch, and this is something that the Ogre twins, Ogre 1 and Ogre 2, Halo pros since Halo CE, Ogre 1 retired in Halo 3, and Ogre 2 competed all the way up until Halo 5. He recently retired. Okay, he's also won more events than anybody else. He's got 40 major LAN event wins. He's the GOAT. Alright, you should know who Ogre 2 is. If you don't, I don't know what you're doing. Alright, Ogre 2. The Ogre twins did this. It was commonly referred to as the Ogre Twitch because they did it so often. Back in CE, it actually helped with recalibrating your reticle and stuff, and there was like a actual purpose for it in Combat Evolved, but it just carried on as a habit, and it's commonly adopted amongst people who play competitively, i.e. myself, and others. It's very common. People know it as the Ogre Twitch, and it's just kind of something people do to keep their fingers warm and keep it moving, right? It's like if you're playing sports, right? This is what I always tell people. It's like if you're playing sports and you are going to be having to run. Rather than standing flat-footed and waiting for your time to run, you stand on your toes and wait for your time to run. So when it's time to run, you're more prepared. Kind of the same idea. When I'm walking around, I don't want to just be lazily walking around and just looking around and waiting, and then by the time I see somebody, then I start worrying about shooting. Another thing, it's kind of like people, you know, hit Y a lot. They'll hit the Y. Hold on, let me kill this guy. People hit the Y button a lot. They'll do this, right? The Y, like I'm doing right here. I know, like Call of Duty, this is really common. People do this. It's another thing. It's just keep your fingers warm, keeping your hands warm, keeping yourself just keeping your hands ready. I don't know. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel more comfortable and less like I've I don't know. Keeps me warm. It's really the best way to describe it. And that. So here's the problem with YYing. Sometimes you can be YYing and like here, and now I have to shoot this guy. And if my weapons were being swapped in the midst of me first seeing him, it would have been hard for me to get the shots off. But if I'm just doing little circles, I never have to worry about my guns not being out and not being, you know, all that stuff. So it's just to keep my hands warm, and I like it, and it's just a habit, and it's something that's kind of really hard to break because I've been doing it forever. It helps me keep warm. It's just what I do. So that is why I do it, okay? So all you guys that get annoyed by it and ask me 1,000 times, you can tell me it probably doesn't actually help my shot, all that, but it makes me feel better, it helps me shoot better, and so I will continue to do it. Because I want to be able to shoot the best I can, right? So, it makes sense. Okay. That is why I do it. There was one more thing I was going to say about that. Oh, I say it helps me keep warm, and you guys might think that's a little bit ridiculous, but it's kind of like... It really became like it's always been a habit of mine, but I used to compete in Call of Duty, and playing Search and Destroy Call of Duty, sometimes as the gameplay gets really slow. And if you're staring at a doorway for a long time in Search and Destroy, like, you're waiting for somebody to show up, right? Your thumbs will get a little cold at a certain point, and when the guy finally shows up you need to shoot, it gets a little kind of weird because it's like if you just sit your controller on the table and didn't touch it until you really needed to, right? Like, oh, I don't need it right now, so I'll just wait. And then when the guy finally shows it, you pick up your controller and try to use it. It's kind of hard. It feels weird. You're not, like, really prepared. Whereas if you were, like, actually, you know, I don't know, having it out and... I tried to shoot that rocket far enough to where it only killed him. I don't, is that making sense? If I just had my controller sitting here on the table and then I went, okay, now it's time. It feels weird, rather than like constantly being warm and having everything prepared where I need to. I don't know. I mean, that's the way it is. I will continue to do it. You guys can comment all you're upset, angry. I don't like seeing your screen move in little circles, and that's okay, but I'm going to continue to do it anyway. So, that's it. All right. Let's close out this game. This is actually a really tight match so far. But, okay, I'm glad I could finally... I'm going to start linking this video. Whenever people ask me why I do that, I'm just going to start dropping a link and a reply to a comment. And be like, look at here, this is why I do it. And then everybody can stop asking me. Ogre Twitch. Alright, good answer. Alright, now we can have fun and try to win. Well, apparently not, because I'm getting splinter grenaded here. Wow, this is a really tight match. This is probably the closest game of triple team I've seen since the update. At least the games of triple team that I played. Alright. And if you had any other questions about the claw grip and things like that when I was talking about the paddles, you can refer to my previous video that I uploaded yesterday about my new settings, and you can see how I play like a freak that plays claw grip. A lot of people do that. I'm not alone, but it's also kind of weird. I'm not going to pretend it isn't. Alright. We're only up by 1. I have 21 kills now. I'm doing really well this game. I'm surprised. I was playing super well while, like, talking. That never happens. And for the people that are going to grill me for not wanting to pick up a VR and things like that, and be like, why aren't you doing that? Because if I'm playing something like this, triple team, where I don't really want to try too hard, I want to be able to kind of relax and get better on my Magnum.
5 minutes remain.
Why? Why? He just ripped my perfect for the overkill, man. Damn it. Then I show up and I find Rockets guy. He gave me the bags. Alright, that's fair. I deserve that. But yeah. This is something I encourage people to do if you guys want to improve your Magnum and stuff like that. If you want to find a good place to practice it, go to these social playlists like Skirmish and Triple Team, places where you can constantly use your Magnum, and then just don't pick anything else up and just keep using it. A lot of repetition is going to improve your shot. Warzone Assault's another good place to do it. Only spawn in your Magnum. Definitely good places to practice. That's what I've done. Along with a lot of Octagon with friends and stuff. And I made multiple videos about that too, but I'm just mentioning it here. Just got the Rockets, gotta die. Damn it.
Rocket launcher in 10 seconds.
I hate the frame lag down here, man. I really wish they could fix that. That would be nice. These Forge maps are great, but frame lag is frustrating.
Rocket launcher ready.
Look at that, like, this feels awkward. It's hard to shoot people like that. Alright. 5 kills to win. What am I doing? I am being a trash can is what I'm doing. Oh my goodness. I'm probably gonna reload the rocks at some point there. But hey, 3 kills away from winning. I have 28 kills. See if we can take it home. See if I can get 30. I'm gonna try my best here. That'd be a cool way to 30 kill triple team game while doing this live comm. One more. Don't shoot me in the back. Hey. Oh my gosh, I choked some shots there. That was so sloppy. Well, geez, man, I'm sorry. Good lord. Get my body shot. The disrespect. Yo, get these rockets. Yeah, good shit, teammate. Let's go.
Sniper's up.
Can I find somebody for the win, though? I'm gonna try my best. What's going on over here? Huh? People for me to shoot. You wanna challenge me? Challenge me. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. I'll 5 you. Come on. Do it. Do it. I 5'd him. The game just ended, but I caught him. Alright. So I hope that cleared up some of the questions you guys have. I try to answer them with as much detail as possible. So, no paddles, because I don't need them, and I don't like them on my fingers. And I like the colors of my scuff. So I will continue to use it and stuff. And good game. And that was fun. Alright. See you guys later.